As we get set for baseball here in Klamath Falls, game 2 of a doubleheader between Phoenix and Klamath Union on the Owl Sports Network. And the matchup on the hill will be Ryan Glidden, the senior for KU, making his second start of the year. And he will go up against Sam Schultz, who threw a 5-inning, one-hit shutout against KU last Wednesday. And that's the beauty about the rainout on Saturday, as Schultz, who would not have been eligible to pitch in that game Saturday, can come back and try to close out a series win for Phoenix. Glad you could join us here from Klamath Falls. I'm Mike Safford, live here from historic Kiger Stadium, as Ryan Glidden gets the start for Klamath Union. And Ryan on the season, no record, an 11-12 ERA. This is 8th appearance. He has thrown only 5 2/3 innings. And during that time, he has allowed 18 runs, 9 earned on 9 hits, 10 walks, 6 hit by pitches, and he has struck out 9. Surprising that they didn't go to P.J. Safford. Their ace must be holding him back for Wednesday's game against Mazama. But this is the game KU must win to keep their postseason hopes alive. You lose to Phoenix, and now you're going to have to win out, including a victory against the squad from Hidden Valley. And Phoenix, I think, going to have the tie break anyway. So this is a must-win game for Klamath Union. And they will send Ryan Glidden to the mound, and we'll see if the senior can come through in the start. Defensively for KU, it'll be pretty much the same as it was in game 1, just a couple changes. Reese Johnson at third, Tilden Kaufman is at short, Jack Everett at second, and the first baseman is Arianson Swain, as he will take over for Nathan Ferns, who struggled defensively in that game. The left fielder's Nolan Baker. Maruk Morris moves out to center field, and Griffin Johnson gets the start in right, with P.J. Safford doing the catching. The lineup card for Phoenix: Connor Cunningham, Sam Schultz, Chris Phillips, the top of their order. Luke Jennings, Caden Sousa, and Caden Cunningham. And the bottom third of the order, it's Caden Darcy, Morgan Buckmaster, and Luca Petrone. And glad you could join us here this evening. Well, we should be done, I would think, before the lights have to come on. As Klamath Union has dropped 8 in a row after a great start to the season, as we're set to go here in game 2. Leading off the first for Phoenix, third baseman number 3, Connor Cunningham. So Connor Cunningham to start it off for the Buccos. He had 2 hits, including a bases clearing double in the opener. And Ryan Glidden to the plate, and his fastball misses high, and we're underway. Right at 5:30 local time on a beautiful Monday afternoon, as the toss by Glidden all the way to the backstop. And the count 2-0. I don't think Glidden expected to get the ball here in this one. But a guy who has the ability to put zeros up on the board. 2-0. That misses down and in for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes of the leadoff hitter in the order for Phoenix. And the pitch, that's inside again. So a 4-pitch walk to start the ball game. And Cunningham aboard and upsets Sam Schultz, who had 2 hits in game 1. The pitcher, number 1, Sam Schultz. Game 1 was a 2-1 ball game in the 4th. And then late, it was Phoenix to be able to rally back. Glidden on the slide step. The pitch, that's a strike. To Sam Schultz, the junior, 3-year starter for the Phoenix Pirates. Glidden to the plate with a slide step, and it's a line drive center field. Maruk Morris drifts to his right, and he makes the catch for the first out. And having to get back to the bag is Cunningham over at first. The shortstop, number 2, Chris Phillips. And the batter's Chris Phillips. Phillips got the win in game 1 today as he struck out 8 in 7 innings of work. Glidden to home plate. And the breaking ball's there for a strike. Like I mentioned, when Glidden throws strikes, he's tough to hit. In fact, opposing hitters hitting just .218 against him. It's just the command that has been the issue. Solid lead over at first base by Cunningham. Glidden to the plate. Fastball in. And Ryan Glidden has a good fastball. Low 80s with that fastball, which gives KU a chance potentially to throw runners out. So they got probably their best battery that they could have. 1-1. Swung on, ground ball back up the middle. That's through, a base hit. Cunningham to second. He'll turn the corner and hold. On a single by Phillips. And so the batter is Luke Jennings. Second baseman Luke Jennings. Luke Jennings had a good first game. He had 2 hits. Working from the stretch with 2 on is Ryan Glidden. And the delivery, fastball on the inside corner, a strike. You can see the shadows have creeped out beyond home plate, this historic wooden ballpark. They'll be out towards the mound at some point soon. Left field is difficult to find the baseball right now. As Glidden awaits in the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Nice block by Safford, the catcher, to keep that one from going to the screen, and the count's at a ball and a strike. Phoenix with a win in game 1 today, got them to the 500 mark on the year. They're now 8-8 on the season. The loss from KU, they fell to 7-12. 8 in a row in the losing column. As Glidden's delivery is a curveball that misses high. The battery for KU, both play summer ball for the Klamath Falls Falcons Legion program. Both have been part of the program the last 2 seasons. 2-1. That one's low again. Nice scoop by the catcher to keep that one again as the pitch misses low. Caden Souza, the first baseman, looms on deck. A walk and a single here in the inning for Phoenix. And the 3-1 pitch. That's low again. And they're loaded with 1 out. And the batter's Caden Souza. First baseman Caden Souza. So KU rolls the dice, putting Glidden out on the mound. Now hoping to get a double play ball. To try to thwart the rally. Souza's got 10 RBI on the year. And the pitch, that's a strike. Glidden uses a slide step. He works from the extreme left-hand side of the slap. Nowhere to put Souza here with 1 away. And the righty's delivery. Swing and a miss. He went around. Quickly 0-2. The one interesting thing for KU, their catcher Safford, he calls the game. Doesn't come from the dugout. So see what he dials up here. The 0-2. Goes curveball, and it's on the outside corner and got him. Ryan Glidden with the off-speed pitch for the second out. A big out there for KU. Catcher number 9, Caden Cunningham. So 2 away. Ryan Glidden can get out of trouble if he can get Cunningham. And the delivery to the plate. Right there for a strike. Came in with something off speed. Connor Cunningham at third, Phillips at second, Jennings at first. 2 outs here in the opening inning. And the righty's pitch, taken high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Any pitcher who throws today more than 45 pitches, unable to pitch Wednesday against Mazama. 1-1. Swung on, popped up, wide of first, foul territory. Griffin Johnson gives chase, but runs out of room. And so Ryan Glidden, a strike away from getting out of trouble. And the first baseman over there, as there's some swing. Big pitch right here for Ryan Glidden. Trying to get Cunningham. The 1-2, fastball. He went around, touched the plate, son, and he will to end the inning. Big strikeout by Ryan Glidden to get out of the frame and turn Phoenix away. No runs, a hit, 3 left. Home half of the first coming up. Phoenix nothing. The Pels coming up. Sham Schultz will get the start for Phoenix here in the nightcap as we head to the last of the first. For Sam Schultz on the season, he is 3-3 with a 2.63 ERA in 34 and 2/3 innings. Has allowed 19 runs, 13 earned, 28 hits, 12 walks, 29 strikeouts, including that shutout performance the other day against Klamath Union. And he will face Maruk Morris to start it off for the Pels. Leading off the Klamath Union first, center fielder Maruk Morris. And so the lineup card for the Pels. It'll be Morris, Kaufman, Safford, Glidden, Johnson, Everett, Mesa, Baker, and Svein. Maruk Morris had a base hit in game 1 today. And he swings and misses on a high fastball, 0-1. Sam Schultz. Herky-jerky motion as he comes to the plate. And the delivery. That's at the knees. And he jumps ahead at 0-2. Outfield plays him a little bit around to left. Right-hander shakes off the first sign from Cunningham and now comes in with a fastball, and it's popped up over our heads and backing out of play up onto the roof. Defensively, Darcy Petroni and Buckmaster, the outfield. Connor Cunningham at third. Phillips, Jennings, and Souza the infield. KU was limited to just 3 hits in game 1 today. 0-2 pitch again. A swing and a miss on a pitch down in the dirt. They'll have to complete the out over at first. So Morris down on strikes, and there's 1 out in the first. Batting second, shortstop number 1, Tilden Kaufman. Good to see Tilden Kaufman back. Got back in the lineup in game 1 today after missing the last 4 games. He takes a pitch outside. He did not face Schultz the other day as he was still out with that high ankle sprain. The 1-0. He takes a pitch in the dirt. It's 2-1. Again, KU the other day against Schultz had just one hit, a Safford single. In fact, Safford was the only guy to be aboard twice. He singled and walked. But a hitter's count here for Tilden Kaufman at 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch to him hits him in the head. And a base runner for Klamath Union. So Kaufman down on the hit by pitch. And they're going to bring out, and it looks like Schultz having some issues potentially with his arm. We might see a new pitcher, as he is acting as if something wrong with his pitching arm. And the entire infield plus the coaching staff is going to come out and have a conversation, and we'll see if they're going to stay with Sam Schultz or not. Never like seeing an injury to a player. He's laughing about it a bit, but it looks like they're going to walk potentially to the home plate umpire and make some sort of change, and they're going to. And so Schultz is going to have to come out of this ball game. And we will see who is going to come in. They're going to have to make some sort of change. And so 2 batters into the game, Phoenix going to have to bring someone in to throw. It looks like it's going to be Caden Souza who will come in and take over on the hill. And having to lift Schultz, believe he's going to have to come out of the game. I don't think he can re-enter. And we'll find out exactly where the changes will happen. And so we'll see how defensively this will change as Caden Souza set to pitch. Your attention please, now pitching for Phoenix, number 11, right-hander Caden Souza. And so we'll look to see what happens with Schultz. Is Souza going to go to the mound, and we'll find out who's going to come in and play first base for the Bucks. And so Souza will have as many pitches as he wants to be able to get loose. And it looks like they will go and bring in one of their younger players, Theo Hogden, a freshman, who will take over at first base. So it will be Theo Hogden who will play first and hit in the spot of Sam Schultz. That is unfortunate. So Hogden will come into that spot, and he will move to first base. For Souza, 2-2, 3.94 ERA in 16 innings, has allowed 17 runs, 9 earned, 11 hits, 13 walks, 23 strikeouts. And the batter he will face is Klamath Union catcher P.J. Safford. Attention please, now playing first base, number 15, Theo Hogden. The batter, the catcher, number 6, P.J. Safford. So the first batter that Souza faces is P.J. Safford. Safford was 1 for 3 in the opener, had an RBI single to plate the Pels' first run. And working from the stretch, the pitch to Safford bounces in, ball 1. We hope that all is okay with Sam Schultz. Never like seeing a player, especially one of the better players on a team, get injured. Tilden Kaufman the lead at first with 1 away. And the pitch to home plate, down low again. 2 balls and no strikes. Safford on the season coming into the day hitting .373, 5 doubles and 13 runs batted in. Hitters count here at 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch by Souza is a fastball, and he fouls it away deep down the right field side. Hoffman, good speed over there at first base. Would be a great spot for a hit and run, with a lot of room on the right side, and Safford, a guy who likes to go that way. Got great bat control. 2-1, taken high. And the count to 3 balls and a strike to the junior. So do they send him 3-1? It'd be the count to do it. Souza waits. And the delivery runner stays in the pitch. Popped up into shallow right. In comes Buckmaster, and he's got it for the out. Pitch that Safford could handle and just missed it for the second out of the inning. The batter is Ryan Glidden. The pitcher, number 10, Ryan Glidden. Ryan Glidden was robbed of extra bases in Game 1 on a great play by Darcy out in left. And Souza to the plate, and it's fouled off by Glidden. Strike 1. Ryan Glidden got a pair of big strikeouts in the top half of the inning to get the Pels out of a bases-loaded jam. 0-1 from Souza. Slider off the outside corner. Guess not. Nothing in 2 the count. That was in the left-hand hitter's box. Right-hander works from the stretch. And the pitch to the plate, a fastball low to Glidden. No score last of the first. Final game of a 4-game series that has spanned about a month between these two teams. KU won the opener. Glidden takes it further outside this time. It's 2-2. KU won the opener in talent, 8-2. PJ Safford threw a complete game, 5-hitter. But then Phoenix has come back, won 11-0 and 12-2. Two-two pitch. Fastball swung on and hit foul. Watch out in the dugout off the third base side. Glidden putting up a battle here in inning number 1. And Klamath Union will have their final home game coming up Wednesday right here against Mazama. Be Glidden's last game as a Pell here on his home diamond. 2-2. Change up, got him. And the inning is over. KU got a base runner but cannot score. We go to the second. We're scoreless here in the nightcap. Leading off the Phoenix second inning, the fielder, Caden Darcy. Bottom third of the order for Phoenix in their second. It'll be Darcy, Buckmaster, and Petroni against Ryan Glidden. And the righty's pitch to the plate. That one misses low for ball one. Glidden walked a batter, hit a batter, and gave up a hit in game one, in the first inning today. But was able to work out of the trouble. A ball and a strike to Caden Darcy, who was 0 for 3 in the opener with a walk. And the righty's pitch spikes up to the plate. Might have got a piece of the home plate umpire as well. Beautiful evening for baseball. Not a cloud in the sky here in the basin, as Glidden's pitch is fouled straight back. And the temperature's supposed to climb as the week goes on for the fans over in the Rogue Valley that are watching. You might get 90 this week. Glidden's 2-2. That's way high. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the number 7 hitter in the Phoenix order. Glidden to home plate with a fastball swung on, ground ball hit to the left side, backhanded by Kaufman, but he won't be able to make a play. Seeing eye single off the bat of Caden Darcy, and he's able to reach. The batter's Morgan Buckmaster. Right fielder Morgan Buckmaster. Check that. It does not look like Buckmaster coming in to bat. We'll double check. As Glidden's pitch is a swing and a miss. Strike one. It's Eric Calhoun that is hitting. So Calhoun getting the start. Glidden a throw over to first. Runner at first. 1 strike on the batter. Runner gonna go. The pitch hits him. So 2 on and nobody out. And the batter is Luca Petrone. Had a 3-run double in game 1. Center fielder Luca Petrone. The delivery showing bunt, and it's fouled off. Nothing in 1 the count. Petrone had a bunt single on a sacrifice attempt in the opener today. Huge lead at second base as Glidden looks back there. And the pitch as he shows bunt, it's dropped down foul once again. The count to 0-2. So 0-2 the count. Glidden trying to tightrope out of trouble again. Well, they keep the bunt on with 2 strikes. They do not. The pitch just misses low. Interesting that they don't try a spin move with Glidden. Maybe sneak Everett, the second baseman, in behind, because Darcy, the runner at second, getting a huge secondary lead. Runner going to go. The pitch is fouled away. Again, not paying attention to the runner is the pitcher. And I can hear the catcher yelling. Gotta keep an eye. It's all about changing your move to home plate. Shorter, longer, shorter, not the same thing over and over again. Glidden's pitch. Fastball, got him on the inside edge. Big fastball that time from Ryan Glidden for the punch-out. And they'll head back to the top of the order. And the batter is Cunningham. Third baseman Connor Cunningham. Third strikeout for Ryan Glidden today. The delivery. Taken up. Cunningham walked to lead off the game, was stranded at third. Darcy, the runner at second. Calhoun, the runner at first. A lot of room down the lines. KU squeezing the gaps. And the righty's pitch. Swung on, popped up, shallow left. In will come Baker for the catch. 2 outs. Getting the pop-up there was Ryan Glidden. The batter's Theo Hogsden. The first baseman, Theo Hogsden. Hogsden, the hitter. Ryan Glidden's pitch. Runner going to go to third. Throw down. Tag made. They say safe. I believe the pitch was a strike. It was a good throw down to third, but Darcy had just too good of a jump. Working from the stretch is Glidden, the pitch. Swung on, little pop-up. In behind the mound, this is trouble. Glove there by Tilden Kaufman. He throws it away. And a run's going to score. Hogden will reach on an infield single. And a run across. And it's 1-0. That just was hitting no man's land. It was a good pitch by Glidden. So the walk comes back to hurt him. Shortstop Chris Phillips. As for Theo Hogden, just his second hit of the year. But it comes in a big spot. And the pitch to home plate, a called strike. So Phoenix on the board. It is 1-0. The batter is Chris Phillips, who singled his first time up. And the pitch to the plate, a line drive, base hit. That's through the left side. And that'll pick up another. Back-to-back 2-out hits for Phoenix. Give Phillips his 4th RBI of the day. Second baseman Luke Jennings. So second and first. And the pitch. Just outside. Ryan Glidden trying to work out of trouble. He's pitched to Jennings. That's way high. The count is a ball and a strike. Glidden has thrown 45 pitches here into the second. To the plate he comes, and that's a chopper hit in behind second. Jack Everett's throw to first. Do they get him? Yes! The inning is over. The pick over at first base by Swaim to end the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, an error, and 2 left. We're going bottom of 2. 2-0 Phoenix right here on the Owl Sports Network. Leading off the second for Klamath Union, third baseman Reese Johnson. 5, 6, and 7 for KU in the second inning, chasing a couple runs. Reese Johnson to start it off for the Pels. Jack Everett, Luis Mesa to face Caden Souza in his first full inning of work. And the right-hander misses away for ball 1. Johnson hit a couple balls hard in game 1, but had nothing to show for it. A couple great defensive plays behind the Phoenix pitcher as they count to 2-0. Must-win game for the Pels if they want to keep their postseason hopes alive. 2-0. That one bounces in again. And the key for KU to be patient. Try to get themselves base runners. As the righties pitch. That's low for ball 4. So a base runner for Klamath Union here in the inning. And the batter is Jack Everett. The second baseman, Jack Everett. Jack Everett was 0 for 3, but put the ball in play 2 of the 3 times. And Souza's pitch swung on, little pop up in behind first. That's trouble. That's going to drop for a base hit. Johnson will get to second on the bloop single from Jack Everett. So 2 on, nobody out for Klamath Union. And the hitter's Luis Mesa. Designated hitter, number 2, Luis Mesa. Let's see if they look to bunt here with Mesa. Little bloop single. From Jack Everett. Corners have come in. And the pitch to Mesa. He swings and hits a comebacker right to the hill. They'll look at second. The throw there is in time. Back to first, double play. Only thing you can't do. Nice job by Souza with the turn at the play at the mound. The fielder Nolan Baker. And you got Mesa, who does not run well, coming out of the box. Second double play turned by Phoenix today. And here's Nolan Baker. And that one's on the outside edge. It just seems like KU at times snake bit. Oh, 1. That's strike 2 on the outside edge. Johnson down at third, but now with 2 outs. And the pitch to Baker. He went around, and just like that, the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We're going to the third, 2-0 Phoenix right here on the Owl Sports Network. Leading off the third for Phoenix, pitcher Caden Souza. Top half of the third inning on a Monday evening here in the Klamath Basin. Glad he could join us here. Special doubleheader broadcast of Klamath Youth and Baseball on the Owl Sports Network. Caden Souza to start it off. And Ryan Glidden into his third inning of work, and his fastball misses inside and low for ball 1. Mike Safford bringing you the coverage. Just called the entire Cascade Conference Softball Championships here on the Owl Sports Network over the weekend, won by Eastern Oregon. Congratulations to the Mounties. We got undefeated here in the Basin. 1-0. Downstairs, ball 2. Souza struck out his first time up. Oregon Tech baseball got third at their conference tournament. They are awaiting an at-large bid. Don't know if that'll happen. We'll find out as the count goes to 3-0. Tech baseball 38-14. If that's not good enough to get an at-large bid, I don't know what ever would be. Souza, Cunningham, and Darcy here in the inning for Phoenix, and Ryan Glidden's pitch is across the letters for a strike. Tech softball hosts the opening round of the NAI championships coming up starting Monday at Stillwell Stadium. We'll have all the coverage here on the Owl Sports Network. 3-1. That's low for ball 4. A walk to start the third will bring up Cunningham. Catcher Caden Cunningham. Klamath Union started this season 7-4, including back-to-back wins against Mazama and Phoenix. As Glidden's pitched to the plate, again hot. But they haven't won since. Got swept 3 times by Hidden Valley, all by run rule margins. Got swept in a 3-game set against Henley. Now have lost back-to-back games here to Phoenix. 1-0. Swung on, fly ball deep left. Baker drifting back, still going back over the shoulder, gets there and makes the catch. Real nice route that time by Nolan Baker in left for the out. The fielder, Caden Darcy. Pretty good swing that time. And an even better route by Baker. The pitch by Glidden, a swing and a miss. Ryan Glidden has thrown 54 pitches here, 2 1/3 innings in. His longest outing of the year. Glidden, 6'2", right-hander. Was a starter on the Pels basketball team this winter. As his pitch to the plate, he went around. The ball was in the dirt, though, and it's going to go back to the screen. That ball way out of the zone on a slider. Safford slid over to try to get to it and just couldn't get there. But Glidden got the count his way against Darcy, who had an infield single his first time up. Glidden's pitch. Swung on, fly ball, center field, playable. Out there goes Morris. He came in and it ends up going over his head. That's going to pick up a run on a double off the bat of Caden Darcy. Not sure what was going on out there with Morris. Looked like a routine fly ball, and he just stood there, and then all of a sudden it was over his head. That's unlucky for Ryan Glidden. Right fielder Eric Calhoun. So the double makes it 3-0. Still only 1 out. And Ryan Glidden waits, comes to the plate, and it's high and in. Calhoun walked his first time up. And the 1-0. Swung on, ground ball towards short. Hoffman gets a bad hop, and that's going to allow the runner to reach. Not a whole lot Tilden Kaufman could do on that one. Took a bad hop on him. Kaufman had himself in the spot to make the play, and unfortunately, that ball kicked high in the air, and all Kaufman could do is try to keep that ball in front of him. 1st and 3rd with 1 out. Center fielder Luca Petroni. So a base hit. And the batter is Petroni. And the runner will go. And the pitch, a strike. And they had the runner at third, and Johnson, the third baseman, wasn't paying attention. KU goes through a roll of signs on a 1st and 3rd play. It was a pump fake by the catcher. They had the runner hung up at third, and the third baseman wasn't standing on the base. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good changeup that time from Ryan Glidden. Glidden not getting helped out by his defense here in the 3rd inning. Oh, 2. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Ryan Glidden here in the inning. Career high strikeouts for Ryan Glidden this afternoon. It'll be up to Connor Cunningham. Third baseman Connor Cunningham. Glidden stranded the bases loaded in the first. Can he strand second and third here in the third? As the pitch, a strike. 0-1. Cunningham has walked. He has popped out, and the delivery fouled in the box. That one got a piece of the catcher, Safford. But Glidden with a count. At 0-2. The delivery. Check swing, taken low. 3 runs, 6 hits for Phoenix. No runs, a hit, an error for the Pels. Ryan Glidden's pitch. Fastball, a little bit hot. Theo Hodgson would be next. Glidden has thrown 65 pitches. Number 66 is on the outside corner. Got it. And Ryan Glidden able to get out of trouble here without any further damage done. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 big ones left. We're going last to the third. It's 3-0 Phoenix on the Owl Sports Network. Leading off the bottom of the third for KU, first baseman Harry Swain. That'll be Harrison Swain, the junior. Just got called up from the JV program today to play varsity ball. Getting the start at first base, and the pitch to him, he fouls it off, strike 1. Caden Sousa into his second full inning of work. As the big right-hander to the plate, a curveball that's hot. It'll be Swain, then back to the top of the order, Morris and Kaufman for KU. 1-1. Fastball down and low. Great job by Ryan Glidden so far today. The senior has struck out 5. As the fastball off the corner again, ball 3. That is a new career high for Ryan Glidden, as is the 3 innings that he's thrown. He has kept this team in the ballgame. 3-1. Swung on, fouled off by Swain. Trying to get himself aboard any way possible. Outfield playing straight away. The righty's pitch. Swung on, line drive, base hit. That's down the left field side. Swain will be at first with a leadoff single here in the inning. And the batter is the top of the order in Maruk Morris. Center fielder Maruk Morris. Maruk Morris struck out his first time up. And the pitch to him, taken high. It was a good piece that time by Svein. 2-0 the count. Second time through the order. See if KU can try to piece together a rally, and now a little conversation out there on the bump. As the catcher Cunningham going to go out to have a chat. Try to say something here to Souza and try to get him loosened back up. So count 2 balls and no strikes with nobody out. The batter is Maruk Morris. Tilden Kaufman waits next. If Morris can reach, it'd represent the tying run. Short lead at first by Svein. And the pitch to the plate nearly hit him. Ball kicked away from the catcher Cunningham, but Svein was already going back to the bag. And that's the issue I've had at times today with the base running of the Pels. Not being aggressive whatsoever. Souza's pitch. There's the strike. And maybe it's just me having watched a lot of college baseball over the last 2 months and all the years calling professional baseball. 3-1. Taken low. That's ball 4. And Tilden Kaufman gets to come up, representing the tying run. The shortstop, Tilden Kaufman. First chance for the Pels with a man in scoring position in a while. Kaufman was hit by a pitch his first time up. Corners come in, the pitch to Kaufman, way outside. And all of a sudden, Souza can't find the strike zone. One ball, no strike pitch. From Souza is a fastball, fouled back. That was the pitch that Kaufman was hoping for. 3-0 Phoenix, got 2 in the second, added another on an RBI double by Caden Darcy in the third. And they'll look back to second. Haven't seen anybody trying to make any sort of pick move. One. Swing and a miss by Kaufman. Challenged him with a fastball down in the zone. Kaufman couldn't connect. So now your job, try to shorten up. A lot of room on the right side if you can find it. 1-2. Curveball, strike 3 called. Good pitch by Souza. First out of the inning. The batter, Safford. Catcher, P.J. Safford. Safford, his first time up, hit a deep fly ball to right. Delivered a run with a base hit in game 1 today. Opportunity for KU to get back into the game. As Souza waits. And then time called by the batter. Some gamesmanship right there by the junior. All-conference football player this year. 2-time all-conference baseball player. Souza, long pause, now to the plate. And the fastball's a strike. Works ahead of the count at 0-1. Safford ranks number 6 in the Skyline Conference in hits with 20. Long wait, now the delivery. Swung on, popped up. The infield fly rule will be called. And the catch made there. Not sure what the runner at second base was doing. But there's 2 outs. Safford got jammed on a pitch in on his hands. So 2 away, Ryan Glidden, the batter. Pitcher Ryan Glidden. Pretty good pitch that time by Souza, came in on the hands. Safford was trying to inside out a ball the other way. And they'll look back to second, nobody there. The delivery. Glidden takes low. And you see the difference with Souza. He worked ahead of the count against Kaufman. He worked ahead of the count against Safford. The other guys on base, he didn't. 1-0. That's low again. The unfortunate thing for KU, you look at the runners. Morris at first, Svaim at second, not getting any secondary lead after the ball's thrown. They're already headed back to the bag. 2-0. Way outside again. And hopefully the guys get a chance to watch this later tonight and notice that. Glidden has a home run this year. Do they greenlight him 3-0? No. They take it for a strike. That home run came against Niakane in a 22-7 win up in Madras. A game in which KU hit 3 home runs. 3-1 to Glidden. Swing and a miss on a fastball and on his hands. Souza a strike away from getting out of trouble. Reese Johnson on deck, hoping to get a chance to hit with men on. Runners will be off and moving on the pitch. And there they go. And the pitch is outside, ball 4. And so an opportunity for Reese Johnson to come up with the bases loaded. The third baseman, Reese Johnson. Reese Johnson's hit a couple balls hard today. But a big opportunity here for KU if they can get a 2-out knock. Souza will work from the full windup. And the pitch to the plate to Johnson, a swing and a miss. See the difference with Souza working ahead of the count in comparison to working behind in the count. 0-1. Fastball, a little high. KU trying to make Souza work here in their third. 1-1 pitch. Taken low. The count to 2-1. Svaim at third, Morris at second, Glidden with good speed at first. And the 2-1. Taken downstairs one more time. Question now is, does Mike Overstreet put the take sign on for Reese Johnson at 3-1? It's got to be a ball in one spot. The delivery. That's low for ball 4, a run across. It's 3-1. And we'll have ourselves a conversation out there on the bump. It's KU on the board. It is 3-1. And the batter will be Jack Everett, who singled his last time up. It's a little blooper and over the first baseman's head. To plate the second baseman, Jack Everett. A base hit here could get KU even. Jack Everett came into the day hitting just .053, but had that base hit. And the delivery by Souza nearly hit him. Jack Everett backed out of the way of that pitch. If he'd have just turned into it, it was a run. You could hear the dugout bellowing. 1-0. Swung on, fouled off. Got to do what you can to get a run across. Ask Julian Jones at Oregon Tech. He's been hit by a pitch 32 times this year. That leads the NAIA. 1-1. High and away. And Souza all of a sudden struggling to command the zone. Morris at third, Glidden at second, Johnson at first. The 2-1 pitch. Taken low again. That one's to the screen. And Morris did not try to score. Oh my, and that's where I'm talking about. You get the secondary lead, yes, and then you go. Got to be able to run the bases and be confident in running the bases. Every opportunity you get in a tight ball game, you got to try to convert. 3 balls and a strike to Jack Everett. And Souza to the plate. That's outside corner, a strike. And now Jack Everett's got to protect. Runners will be off and moving again. On a 3-2 delivery. That's low for ball 4. And a run across for KU. And it's now a 3-2 ball game. The designated hitter, Luis Meza. And so back-to-back bases loaded walks for the Pels. And the pitch to Luis Meza, strike. And so the Pels right back in this ball game. If Luis Meza could come through, Pels could take the lead. 0-1. That bounces in. And Ryan Glidden, a good base runner down there at third. Guy, if that ball gets in the dirt, you know he's going to be trying to score. 1-1. Swung on, a little roller, hit off the third base side, and it will go foul. The count to 1-2. Luis Meza on the season, hitting 188, 2 doubles, 2 RBI. And Souza to the plate. Change up outside. Runner at first base, Johnson has to protect on a back pick. He's been getting a huge lead. I should say Everett out there. The delivery. Swung on and fouled off again. Souza's thrown 59 pitches already as he has labored a bit here in the third. KU back within a run at 3-2. And the right-hander's pitch. Outside again, ball 3. And a wide one here would tie the game. Nolan Baker would be next. All of this happening with 2 outs. Runners are going to go. The 3-2. Swung on, fouled off the left field side. We'll try it again. Ryan Glidden taking the wide route off the third base bat. There they go. The pitch. Swung on again, fouled off by Meza. And the runners will have to retreat back to their respective backs. Glidden at third, Johnson at second, Jack Everett at first. And another 3-2 pitch to home plate. Swing and a miss, they got him. High fastball that time. Meza can't connect, and the bases left stranded by the Pels. But they scored 2 on 1 hit. No errors, 3 left. New scores, we go to the 4th. It's now Phoenix 3, KU 2. Leading off the Phoenix fourth, first baseman Theo Hodgson. 2, 3, and 4 for Phoenix. We head to the fourth in a 3-2 ball game. Ryan Glidden in his longest outing in his high school career, as it'll be Hodgson, Phillips, and Jennings. Hodgson came into the game back in the first when Sam Schultz had to be lifted due to an arm injury after the second batter of the game. As Ryan Glidden delivers. Breaking ball a little low. Hodgson had himself a infield single that drove in a run his first time up. Just a little blooper over the mound. As a delivery to the plate, that's a strike. Ryan Glidden has thrown 68 pitches thus far today. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch from the right-hander is a ground ball dribbled off the left field third base side. Glidden has it, straightens up, and throws him out. That was calm, cool, and collected by Ryan Glidden that time. Real nice play, especially with the way the infield plays at times here at Kiger Stadium. Shortstop Chris Phillips. And a big first out here for KU in the fourth. Trying to get a shutdown inning after they sent 8 to the plate in the third. And Glidden's fastball misses high to Phillips, who's 2 for 2. He is singled, he is doubled. And Glidden's pitch to him bounces up to the plate, and it's 2-0. Glad you could join us here this evening from historic Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls. Mike Safford with you, bringing special coverage here on the Owl Sports Network. Two one. That's up high. Luke Jennings will be next. 3-0. That misses high. So a 1-out walk. And the batter is Jennings. Second baseman Luke Jennings. Jennings had a couple hits in game 1. He has walked and struck out here in game 2. Phillips a definite threat to go over there at first base. See if Glidden will keep him close. And the pitch to home plate, a ground ball chopped through the left side, a base hit. To second and holding will go Phillips. 7th hit of the ball game for the Phoenix Pirates. First and second for Souza. Pitcher Caden Souza. Souza has walked, and he has struck out. So a walk and a single to start the rally for the Pirates. And the pitch by Glidden down low. Ryan Glidden, as I mentioned, 75 pitches on the day. Long pause, the pitch. That's taken high. Would be interesting to see who KU would go to after Glidden. Would they go to Reese Johnson? Would they go to Tilden Kaufman? Would they go to Safford? The guess is Safford will get the start Wednesday against Mazama. The pitch. Taken high. Getting a huge secondary lead is Phillips out there at second base. But Glidden has lost his command. 3-0 pitch. A high strike to Souza. This is a spot I wouldn't be surprised that Phoenix sends the runners. Look at Phillips out there at second base being held on. And there he goes, just as I thought, and the pitch is high for ball 4. And once again, KU struggling to hold the runner on. The batter's Caden Cunningham. Catcher Caden Cunningham. And so now Ryan Glidden will work from the full windup. Corner infield will come in, try to cut off a run at the plate. Cunningham is 0 for 2. Ryan Glidden's pitch. He's a line drive center field. Morris comes in, gets there, makes the catch. Runner will tag and score. Morris just kind of lobbed it into the shortstop, Kaufman, and didn't try to make an attempt to get the out at home plate. So it is 4-2. And in one sense, you kept the runner at second. And that ball wasn't hit very deep. The fielder, Caden Darcy. So the sacrifice fly for Cunningham. Glidden works from the belt. And the pitch to the plate, a swinging strike. Big batter to try to get right here if you're KU. Runner going to go. Pitch low, and they won't be able to get either runner. You could hear Mike Overstreet coming out of the yelling out of the dugout. You got to keep the runners close. Glidden not holding the runner on. And so now base hit could get 2. Darcy is 2 for 2 against him. And the 1-1, swung on, dribbled foul. Glidden needing a punch out here to try to get himself out of this inning. He has thrown 83 pitches on the day. He has 5 strikeouts. Number 6 would be huge if he can get Darcy. The 1-2 pitch. Right there, strike 3 call. Ryan Glidden comes through when he needed it. And he froze Darcy to end the 4th. A run on a hit. 2 big ones left. We're halfway home in the nightcap. Phoenix now leading 4-2. Leading off the Klamath Union 4th, left fielder Nolan Baker. KU will have Baker, Swaim, and Morris to face the right-hander Caden Souza here in the 4th in a 4-2 ball game. Pels have yet to lead today. And the pitch to Baker, he's way out in front of a slider. Not sure what Nolan was seeing on that swing. The ball was a foot outside of the box, and he was just taking a hack. 0-1. Went curveball in the inner third, and that's a good pitch sequence by Caden Souza. You work away, you come back in. Now you probably spike something in the dirt, try to get him to chase. 0-2. And it's grounded to third. Bad hop. No one going to be able to make a play, and Baker's there. A bad hop single for Nolan Baker. And to the bottom of the order, and Harrison Swaim. First baseman Harrison Swaim. Swaim had a base hit his first time up. Another bad hop single here on this infield surface. And the pitch to Swaim. Swings and a pop-up into shallow right. Who wants it? Nobody does. It's going to drop for a base hit. Baker going to go to third. And he'll be in there without a throw. And back to the top of the order for Klamath Union. And Maruk Morris. Center fielder Maruk Morris. So the Pels have it where they want. Long pause by Souza. Now time called. Surprised that Mike Overstreet does not put in a runner, as that one hits Morris. They're loaded with nobody out. The batter's Tilden Kaufman. Shortstop Tilden Kaufman. This is the spot KU's been wanting. You got Kaufman, you got Safford, you got Glidden set to come up. Tying run at second. Souza got Kaufman swinging his last time up. And the right-hander's pitch is a swing and a pop-up into foul territory. Is someone going to make a play? No, it's going to drop. They'll throw to second base. It gets away. A run's going to score for KU on a bloop single from Tilden Kaufman. It's 4-3. The catcher, P.J. Safford. Great opportunity for the Pels on a bloop single from Tilden Kaufman. Almost an infield fly, but they didn't call it. The pitch by Souza, taken low. Ball one. Souza going to work from the full windup. And the pitch to Safford. That's a strike. PJ in the game is 0 for 2. He is grounded out. I should say he's flown out twice. Trying to get a ball through the infield. 1-1. Way outside. 2 balls and a strike. Runner at third base is Swaim. He represents the tying run. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Ryan Glidden waits in the on-deck circle. Safford looking just to try to get a ball in play. Phoenix will give up the run for a chance at 2. Your job is to hit a ground ball somewhere to get that runner in from third. 2-2 pitch. Curveball way outside, and it's full. Four, 3 Phoenix, but the bases are loaded for the Pels. And the 3-2 to home plate is a swing and a line drive down the right field line. That ball is in there for a base hit. A run's going to score, and KU has tied it. P.J. Safford with an RBI single. And it's a 4-4 ball game. Inside out swing that time, and he is able to drop that ball down the right field line. And we'll find out whether or not they'll make a move. And it looks like that's it for Souza, as KU has chased the right-hander here in the fourth, as they've tied the score at 4 apiece. And we'll see who is coming in for Phoenix here in the inning. As P.J. Safford with the RBI single, his second run-scoring hit of the day. And it looks like Phoenix will go to Caden Darcy to come in and throw in this 4-4 contest. And so Darcy to come in, it looks like, to replace Souza. And it looks like they're going to make wholesale changes are the Phoenix Pirates. So Darcy's coming in to pitch. Looks like Cunningham is going to the outfield. We'll see where Souza will end up as well. So for Caden Darcy, the right-hander, he will be making his fourth appearance. No record, a 10.50 ERA, 8 runs, 7 earned, 10 hits, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So Darcy to come in. Your attention please, now pitching for Phoenix, number 13, Caden Darcy. And so we look to see how the Pirates will change defensively, as it looks like Cunningham going to the outfield. Actually, Cunningham going to go behind the plate, it looks like. So like wholesale changes for the Pirates. We'll see defensively. It's like Souza going to go back to first. See who's going to go out and play third. Cunningham going to go behind the plate. A new left fielder as well. To the plate for Klamath Union, pitcher Ryan Glidden. And so we're looking to see all the moves that they will make. Buckmaster now in left. Cunningham goes to third. And the pitch, a strike to Ryan Glidden. Now we got all the lineup set. Ryan Glidden is 0 for 1. And the pitch to him, check swing as it bounces into the plate. It's 1-1. 2 across here for KU in the fourth inning. Back-to-back RBI singles by Tilden Kaufman and P.J. Safford have evened the score. 1-1. Fastball on the outside third, a called strike. Golden opportunity for the Pels. Just get a ball in play, keep it away from the corners, and you score a run. Maruk Morris representing the go-ahead run down there at third. And the 1-2, fastball fouled off. Couple walks started this rally. Bat hop single by Swaim. A hit by pitch, and then the 2 singles. 1-2 to Glidden. He went around. He was way late. 1 out. A huge strikeout from Darcy. Third baseman Reese Johnson. So now double play ball gets Phoenix out of the jam. Reese Johnson has walked twice. The pitch to Reese. That one hit him, and that's going to bring in the go-ahead run. Hit him right in the back. And it's now KU 5, Phoenix 4. Second baseman Jack Everett. Still only one out. And the delivery to Jack Everett, fouled off. This ball game changed in a hurry as the KU offense dinked and dimed themselves a couple. 0-1. Swung on, slow roller, hit towards third. They'll have to come home, and they got the out on Tilden Kaufman for the second out of the inning on the force play. A nice throw by Cunningham to his other brother. Designated hitter Luis Mesa. That was a smart move. That was the only play there was. It's Darcy's pitch. That's a strike. You can see Safford, the runner over there at third base, doing a nice job of trying to get the pitcher to do something wrong. Is that pitch line to right? Drifting back, making the catch is Calhoun to end the inning. However, KU able to take the lead for the first time today as the Pels score 3 runs on 4 hits. They leave them loaded. We're going to the 5th, 5-4 Klamath Union on the Owl Sports Network. Leading off the Phoenix 5th inning, right fielder Eric Calhoun. It'll be Calhoun, Petrone, and Cunningham. 8-9-1 against Ryan Glidden here in the top half of the 5th inning. Klamath Union leading by a score of 5-4 as the pitch bounces in for ball 1. Ryan Glidden has thrown 85 pitches, so he has 25 left to go. And the toss to home plate, that's there for a called strike. They can get Glidden through 5, potentially could go to Kaufman or Safford. Keep him under 45 pitches as a delivery. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed stuff that time from Ryan Glidden. 5-6-1 for KU. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Phoenix. 1-2 from Glidden. Just high. Pretty good pitch that time from Ryan Glidden. Working the upper part of the zone. Calhoun has been hit by a pitch, and he is singled. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got it. That's the way to start the next inning. Ryan Glidden with his 7th strikeout. Center fielder Luca Petroni. Have a day, Ryan Glidden. Now you got to protect against the bunt. We've seen Petroni try to lay it down a couple times today. Had a 3-run double, though, in game 1 as he muscled up against Jack Everett. And the pitch taken high. 1-0. Phoenix 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. KU came back, got 2 and a couple bases loaded walks in the third, and got 3 in the fourth. 1-0. Bounces into the plate. KU trying to even the season series with Phoenix at 2 games apiece. Two-0. That one bounces in again. Now Glidden's got to come all the way back. Glidden has thrown 92 pitches through 4 1/3, a career high 7 strikeouts. 3-0. Across the letters. 3-1. We're coming to you live from Kiger Stadium here in Klamath Falls. Glad you could join us here this evening. 3-1. Swung on, fly ball, deep center field. Morris came in, now goes back, reaches up and makes the catch. Maruk Morris out there in center reminds me an awful lot of Brandon Jones, who played the last couple seasons for KU. Catcher Connor Cunningham. First 2 men out here in the inning. Top of the order in Cunningham. And the pitch by Glidden. That's upstairs. A ball and no strikes. Right-hander delivers. Just missed inside. It's the count to 2-0. Third baseman Reese Johnson playing a couple steps behind the back. It's Glidden's pitch. That's right there. Fastball letter high. Outfield has come in a couple steps. Glidden's pitch. Fastball again at the knees. And Ryan Glidden trying to get a lockdown inning and get the bats to come back up. Safford rolls through the signs. The 2-2 to Cunningham from Ryan Glidden is a breaking ball almost all the way to the backstop. Safford jumped out of his crouch to go and get that one. And so for Ryan Glidden, pitch number 99 of the day. Trying to get the final out here in the 5th. 3-2 to Cunningham. Fastball swung on, blooper. Hit towards short. Kaufman gets there, makes the catch in an easy 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Glidden. We go bottom 5, 5-4 KU right here from Klamath Falls. Leading off the bottom half of inning number 5 for Klamath Union, left fielder Nolan Baker. Nolan Baker to lead it off for KU in the 5th. And Darcy's pitch to him, a called strike. Nothing in 1. And the delivery to Baker, fastball just off the outside edge. Klamath Union has a pair of guys up and throwing in their bullpen. Both Reese Johnson and P.J. Safford up and throwing. As the pitch, a fly ball left field. Drifting back goes Cunningham. Lost it for a moment, comes back and makes the catch for the out. 1 away. Good piece that time from Nolan Baker, but the fly out. For the first out of the inning, and up comes Swaim, who's 2 for 2. First baseman Harrison Swaim. The sun out there, tough field right now. But Morgan was able to make the catch. The pitch to Swaim, swings through a changeup. Strike 1. Be interested to see who KU brings in potentially in the 6th. Swaim takes a pitch high and away. Leading 5-4 here, bottom of inning number 5. 1-1 pitch. That's way outside. Ryan Glidden has given KU everything that he's got. At least for right now, in line for his first win. 2-1. Swung on, broken bat, fly ball hit foul off to the right. Darcy in his first full inning of work. He came out and got out of trouble in the 4th. And the pitch, a ground ball deep into the hole. It's short. Backhanded stop there. The long toss to first. It's picked by Souza. Swaim doesn't run well. And so any other guy probably beats that one out. But a nice play at shortstop by Phillips to get the second out of the inning. And back to the top of the KU order, Maruk Morris. Center fielder, Maruk Morris. Nice play made by Phillips. And the pitch to Maruk, fouled off. Morris has been walked. He has been hit by a pitch. He is struck out. Reese Johnson still throwing in the pen just in case. The toss to Morris, taken high. It was this part of the order in which KU did the damage last inning. Morris was hit by a pitch, and then Kaufman and Safford both had singles. 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Darcy doing his job here in relief. It's the count to 1-2. Trying to get himself a clean inning. And the delivery to the freshman is a swing and a pop-up behind the plate, foul. Phoenix won the opener today 12-2, a game that was a lot closer than the score indicated. It was 2-1 going into the 5th. And then it just evaporated. 1-2. Morris went around. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 inning for Caden Darcy. We'll go to the 6th. It is 5-4 KU. Attention please, now pitching for Klamath Union. Number 11, right-hander Reese Johnson. How about the job today from Ryan Glidden? In line for the win if the bullpen can hold it. Glidden 5 innings, 4 runs, 3 earned, 7 hits, 5 walks, 7 strikeouts. It'll be Reese Johnson to take over on the hill for the Pels. And for Reese Johnson, his second appearance in as many outings against Phoenix. He took the loss against them last Wednesday. And for Reese Johnson, a 1-1 with a 3.71 ERA, 11 innings, 6 earned runs, 15 hits, 7 walks, 13 strikeouts. And he will face Hodgson, Phillips, and Jennings here in the 6th. Leading off the Phoenix 6, left fielder Morgan Buckmaster. As it'll be Morgan Buckmaster in to bat. Went in defensively when the pitching change happened as the pitch fouled off. Strike 1. So Buckmaster in. Nothing in 1 count. And the pitch on the outside corner strike. Jumping ahead is Reese Johnson at 0-2. Ryan Glidden has moved to third base, so he and Johnson have switched spots. And the delivery, swing and a miss. And they'll tag the runner out there at the plate. Big first strikeout there for the sophomore Reese Johnson. And there's 1 away. Shortstop Chris Phillips. Chris Phillips is 2 for 2 and a walk. This is the part of the order KU got to try and get. If you can get through this, see how they play the 7th. As the pitch by Johnson on the outside corner struck. And would they bring Safford in to try to close it in the 7th? Trying to keep that pitch count down. Phillips from the right-hand side got the win in the opener today. And the delivery, that's high. Johnson with a simplistic delivery. Works from a 3/4 arm slot. Left fielder Baker playing fairly shallow in left. As Johnson's pitch way outside with a fastball. 5 runs, 6 hits, an error for KU. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Phoenix as we're here in the 6th. 2-1. Taken low. Waiting next is Luke Jennings, who's been a thorn in the side of the Pels today. Glidden playing even with the bag at third. The 3-1 is on the outside corner, a strike. And Reese Johnson's filled the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to get a tough hitter here in Phillips. The delivery. Swing and a miss. Dropped by Safford. He'll have to complete the out at first, which he does. Great pitch by Reese Johnson, down and away. 2 outs. And the batter is Luke Jennings. Second baseman Luke Jennings. Jennings 1 for 2 in this one. And Reese Johnson's pitch to him high and away. Lights have been turned on here at the ballpark. Don't think we're going to need them. We never know. Still got ourselves a good hour of sunlight. As they're going to switch up baseballs. Not sure why, but they will. Ryan Glidden went the first 5, was outstanding this afternoon. Jennings, 3 triples on the year. And the pitch to the plate, that's on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Johnson working quickly. KU will have 2, 3, and 4 in their lineup due up in the 6th. 1-1. Just off the outside corner. Safford trying to frame it on the outer third. Trying to even the season series at 2 games apiece. 2-1. Swung on, base hit, that's into right. Griffin Johnson somehow got over and cut it off. as that ball was scorched off the bat of Jennings the other way. So the tying run aboard, and the batter is Caden Souza. First baseman Caden Souza. And you would think in this situation that Jennings is going to be moving at some point in the at-bat. Johnson to home plate. That's high. Got to buckle down if you're the sophomore Reese Johnson. 1-0. Away again. 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the 6th with 2 outs. Caden Souza is 0 for 1. He has walked, and he has a sacrifice fly. The runner going to go this time. The pitch is high. Throw through to second on the tag at the bag, and it's dropped. Everett drops the ball at second, a runner to third. Wow. Perfect throw by Safford right on the corner of the bag, and Everett drops the ball. It'll be an error on the second baseman on the catch. The pitch by Johnson. Outside corner strike. Seen that so many times this year, in which the KU defender can't catch a ball at second base. Johnson trying to get out of it. The 2-2 outside. One pitch can get him in. Don't want to put the go-ahead run on. 3-2 to the plate. High for ball 4. So in the blink of an eye, and now they're going to try to, Souza was going to try and take a run. Now you got to try to figure out exactly how they're going to play this. Third baseman Caden Cunningham. Does Johnson step off? And the pitch to the plate, that's a strike. Can't worry about that guy at first base too much. Got to attack the batter. Caden Cunningham is 0 for 2. The delivery. Swung on, chopper into the hole and threw a base hit. And Phoenix has tied it. RBI single off the bat of Caden Cunningham, and unfortunately for Ryan Glidden, he's getting a no decision today. As Reese Johnson unable to get the final out here in the inning. So now the go-ahead run in scoring position. And the pitch to the plate, a little high. Darcy, the batter. And they're calling a balk on Reese Johnson. Going to his mouth on the rubber. And that's going to get Josh Overstreet out to the hill in a tie ball game. And so the balk on Johnson on a 1-ball strike puts the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. And this has happened in an instant. Reese Johnson got the first 2 outs. And then gave up the single. Safford looked like he had the runner thrown out at second base, and it was just dropped there by Jack Everett, the second baseman. It ended up going into center field, allowed the runner to get to third, then the walk to Souza, and then the single by Cunningham brings in the run. And now the balk puts runners at second and third. And the count is 1 ball and no strikes to Caden Darcy. Trying to help his own cause. He's the pitcher. Pitcher Caden Darcy. That is a tough luck. Ryan Glidden had a chance to pick up his first win. 1-0. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Josh Overstreet went out, trying to calm down Reese Johnson, who's thrown 23 pitches here in the inning. KU will have the 2, 3, and 4 up in their 6th as the pitch to the plate just off the corner. It's a 5-5 ball game with 2 outs. Go ahead run at third and Souza. The pitch swung on, popped up, right field. Johnson drifting back, still drifting back and got there. Griffin Johnson making a great play out in right field to get KU out of the inning. 1 run on 2 hits. 2 are left. We're going bottom 6 in a 5-5 ball game. Leading up to KU 6, shortstop Tilden Coffin. So KU will have 2, 3, and 4 in a 5-5 ball game. It'll be Coffin, Safford, and Glidden against Caden Darcy here to start the 6th inning. The right-hander to home plate. And his changeup is there for a strike. Darcy's done a nice job since coming into the game, worked a scoreless 5th, and he hit a batter in the 3-run 4th that gave KU the lead. And the toss to home plate, and Kaufman swings through a slider down and out of the zone. It's 0-2. Kaufman had a bloop RBI single his last time up into right field. Right on top of the plate from the right-hand side, and the pitch to Kaufman is fouled right back into the box. That shadows have now gotten all the way out into the outfield. Tough Sunfield out and left, however. 0-2 again. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Tilden Kaufman. Strikeout for Darcy, and there's 1 out in the inning. Catcher P.J. Safford. P.J. Safford singled in a run. Last time up, he has 2 run-scoring hits on the day. Trying to get something started with 1 out. Outfield playing fairly shallow for him. And the pitch to the plate way outside for ball 1. A 5-5 ball game in the 6th. And the 1-0 to Safford. Nearly hit him. And a guy in Safford, if he gets on a base runner that actually will work the pitchers, that's something we haven't seen much today from KU. They give him the green light. 2-0. That's outside again, ball 3. And you know that Safford's taken one here. See if Darcy comes in with something. From the full windup, his pitch. That's a strike. Came in on his hands. It's 3-1. Safford with that closed stance. Digs in with the right hand and the pitch to the plate. That's outside for ball 4. And the go-ahead run aboard for KU. Here in the 6th inning. And the batter is Ryan Glidden. the third baseman, Ryan Glidden. Ryan Glidden looking for his first hit of the day. In this one, he is 0 for 2 with a walk. Safford definitely someone who they will give the light to try to steal a bag. You can see he's got a lot bigger lead than any other guy on the team. And the pitch to Glidden swung on a fly ball left. Into the sun, do they find it? It's caught out there by the center fielder, Patron. 2 outs. That's always the tough part. You don't know if you're going to see it out there in the outfield at this time of the day. So 2 outs for Reese Johnson. Pitcher Reese Johnson. Ryan Glidden a little bit off the end of the bat that time. And the pitch. Downstairs for ball 1. Wouldn't be surprised if they send Safford. Try to get him to second. Haven't paid much attention over there today. Darcy waits. Slide step and the pitch in the dirt. That one's going to get down to the backstop. And there goes Safford to second base. So a base hit here could get KU the lead. Reese Johnson has been aboard all 3 times. And the pitch to him is a swing and a ground ball chopped into the hole. Glove there by the third baseman. Throw to first. Nice play by Cunningham to end the inning. Cunningham cutting that ball off and was able to make the strong throw to first. And Johnson retired to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We're going to the 7th in a 5-5 tie. Leading off the Phoenix 7, right fielder Eric Calhoun. Eight, 9, and 1 for Phoenix here in the 7th in a 5-5 ball game. Klamath Union in their 7th, they'll have Everett, Mesa, and Baker. 6, 7, and 8. And the pitch to home plate from Reese Johnson there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike the count. Calhoun is 1 for 2 on the day. And the 0-1, that's way outside. The 5 runs scored by the Pels, the most they've scored since a win against Madras here last month. 1-1. Outside again from Reese Johnson. You don't want to give base runners, knowing the top part of the order for Phoenix will come up here in the inning. 2-1. Outside again. Three balls and a strike to Calhoun. Came in defensively in game 1. Gets the start in game 2. Johnson's pitch. That's a strike. And it's 3-2. Just got to bury that pitch. Make them put the ball in play. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Went upstairs with a fastball. Reese Johnson with a punch out. And there's one out of the inning. Center fielder Luca Petroni. The batter's Luca Petroni. He is 0 for 3 in the nightcap. Tried to bunt himself aboard the last stop. The pitch to the plate, swung on, hit foul off the third base side. Strike 1. And KU giving up the line down the left field side. They've got Baker shaded way into left center field. Oh, 1. That's way outside. Petroni, a junior. A lot of juniors on this team for Phoenix. And very similar to KU, in fact, that they were a young team a year ago. KU with only one senior this year. They'll be battling it again next season. 1-1. Swung on, foul back. And you think about next year, Henley going to lose Mark Carpenter. They're going to lose Bo Pyle. They're two big senior right-handers. And so it's going to be a little evener, I would think. Same thing, a lot of seniors with Hidden Valley this year, too. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Back-to-back punch-outs from Reese Johnson. And he gets the first two here in the 7th. The batter is Connor Cunningham. Catcher Connor Cunningham. Cunningham 0 for 3. And the delivery. That's a strike. Reese Johnson trying to set it up for a chance at a walk-off win for the Pels. 0-1. Swung on, popped up, off the first base side, foul, and that's back and out of play. Johnson a strike away from sending this to the bottom of the 7th in a tie ball game here at Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls. If Cunningham reaches, it'll be Buckmaster. 0-2. Just outside. Good pitch by Johnson as he shakes his head as he goes back out onto the slab. He hit a spot right there. Just didn't get the call. 1-2. Got it that time. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. And Reese Johnson strikes out the side in the 7th. We stretch here in Klamath Falls, tied at 5. Leading off the KU 7, second baseman Jack Everett. So Jack Everett to start it off for KU here in the 7th. The run wins it for the Pels. Caden Darcy has not allowed a run since coming into the game. And the pitch to Jack Everett, inside and high for ball 1. It'll be Everett, it'll be Mesa, it'll be Baker. 6, 7, and 8. And the 1-0 to home plate. Swung and a line drive. That's a base hit into left center field. Jack Everett gets it started with a hit. And the winning run aboard for Klamath Union here in the 7th inning. Designated hitter, Luis Mesa. And you would think a bunt spot here for Luis Mesa. Can you get a bunt down? Working from the belt. The pitch, Mesa shows bunt, drops it down, it's a good one. Only play will be to first, they get the out there. Winning run is in scoring position for Klamath Union, an outstanding bunt from Luis Mesa. The batter's Nolan Baker. Left fielder Nolan Baker. So Mike Overstreet decides to play small ball. The delivery to the plate. Baker way out in front of a breaking ball, strike 1. Everett at second base has decent speed. He is not being held on. Surprised he doesn't try to take a running run. The pitch, fouled off by Baker. At worst, you're trying to punch a ball towards the right side. Try to get Everett to third. 0-2. That's low. KU trying to snap an 8-game losing streak. Phoenix trying to win the season series. 1-2. Swung on, fouled off again. Young Harrison Swaim has a couple hits today. He sits in the on-deck circle. In a 5-5 tie. The 1-2 to Baker. That's low. Oh, they called it strike 3. 2 outs. And it will be up to Swaim. First baseman Harrison Swaim. Swaim's had a good day. 2 hits. Winning run is at second. The pitch to Swaim. That's low. If he gets aboard, Maruk Morris is the batter. And it looks like they're going to have a conversation. As they'll bring the entire infield in to have a conversation with Swaim, who has put the ball in play 3 times, singled down the line and left, lined at single into right center or left center field, and then hit a ground ball deep into the hole at short that Phillips made an outstanding play on. That was back in the 6th. They've got first base open if they choose to. Maruk Morris is the batter waiting on deck. 2 outs, winning run at second for KU. Form of Jack Everett. And the pitch to the plate, Swaim takes inside and low. Center fielder Petroni is playing fairly shallow. They're still playing deep in left, though. And they'll back pick to second. And Jack Everett dives back into the bag. Huge hole on the right side if Swaim could find it. 2-0 pitch. Outside again, ball 3. I think they're going to put him on a 3-0 pitch. We'll see. No, they will not. Thought I heard him say put him on. Hitters count at 3-0 in the delivery. A high strike. Wouldn't it be a spot for a youngster? First varsity game of the year. Come through with a game winner. 3-1. Did he go? Looked like he held up. They said he did not go. Ball 4. The batter is Maruk Morris. Center fielder Maruk Morris. And so Maruk Morris trying to find a hole to win it. From the stretch, the delivery. That's downstairs for ball 1. All of a sudden, it's a pressure cooker for Caden Darcy. 1-0. Swung on, popped up off the first base side. Who wants it? And it'll be caught by Darcy, and we're headed to extra innings. Klamath Union threatens but does not score. We're going to the 8th in a 5-5 ball game. Leading off the 8th inning for Phoenix, left fielder Morgan Buckmaster. It'll be Buckmaster, Phillips, and Jennings against Reese Johnson as we head to the 8th inning. Extra innings tonight here at Kiger Stadium on a Monday. Buckmaster 0 for 1. And Reese Johnson's pitch to him, a swinging strike. Johnson in his 3rd inning of work. After starter Ryan Glidden went the first 5. Ryan Glidden was outstanding today. 0-1. That one bounces in. And it looks like KU going to ride Reese Johnson. 1-1. That's low. And you look ahead to Wednesday's game. It'll be Kaufman and Safford probably who will have to throw the majority of it against the Mazama Vikings here at Kiger Stadium. 2-1 pitch. And after getting ahead of the count at 0-1, Johnson's missed with 3 in a row. Three-1 from Reese Johnson. That's ball 4 and a go-ahead run aboard for Phoenix here in the 8th. And now comes the big bats. Shortstop Chris Phillips. Chris Phillips is 2 for 3. Singled sharply twice. Jennings on deck. singled into right field his last time up. That was against Johnson. And the pitch. Outside. All of a sudden, Reese Johnson unable to find the zone. Buckmaster, the runner at first. See if they might test the arm of Safford. And the pitch. High again. And all of a sudden, Reese Johnson can't find his command. Worked through a scoreless seventh where he struck out the side. 2-0. Again overthrowing. 3-0. Mike Overstreet pacing back and forth in that first base dugout. The righty's pitch. That's ball 4. Walk the first 2. What do you do if you're KU? Second baseman Luke Jennings. And it looks like they are going to go and bring P.J. Safford into the game to try and close this one out. As I believe Safford will come in to try and take over. And so Safford will come in to throw here in the top of the 8th inning with 2 men on and nobody out. And can he come through and try to get out of this jam? And we'll find out after this. Your attention please, now pitching for Klamath Union, number 6, right-hander P.J. Safford. So KU going to bring P.J. Safford in and try to see if he can get out of this first and second nobody out jam. The junior right-hander on the season will be making his 9th appearance, just his 2nd in relief. Has a 3-3 record with a 3.97 ERA. In 30 innings of work, has allowed just 17 earned runs on 32 hits, 21 walks. He's fanned 43. And he will face Luke Jennings with runners at first and second and nobody out. And you would think potentially a bunt situation. Safford with that big slider. That's the pitch that is his out pitch. Luis Mesa now catching. Ryan Glidden has gone out to center field. Maruk Morris, he will make the move out to right. Safford got the win in the first meeting between these two teams. That was back in early March when a complete game threw only 78 pitches and limited Phoenix to just 4 hits. And so after catching the first 15 innings, Safford's going to come in and try to see what he's got in the gas tank. That low 80s fastball with the slider is what he's going to have to use. The batter will be Luke Jennings. And we'll see if Phoenix is going to try to bunt. And Safford most likely will get the start against Mazama on Wednesday. The second baseman, Luke Jennings. You can hear the cat calls coming out of the dugout. Safford will toe the rubber. Jennings is 2 for 3. Go ahead run at second. Safford to home plate. Slider, it's bunted foul. 0-1. Trying to push a bunt up the first base side is Jennings. Safford does have a good pickoff move to second base. Something that Phoenix hasn't seen thus far today. Safford from the belt, the 0-1. Showing bunt. And did it hit him? They said it did. So they're loaded. Safford was trying to come in on the hands with a pitch. And it looks like KU going to bring the infield in. Caden Souza, the batter. First baseman Caden Souza. The pitch from Safford. Fastball just outside for a ball. Can the junior get out of this jam? This is a monumental one. 1-0. That's a strike. Caden Souza has walked twice. He has been hit by a pitch. Safford will work from the full windup. 1-1. Swung on, fouled away. Count to 1-2. And you know that slider might be coming. Trying to get Souza. Safford asking for home plate to get dust off, and plate umpire not doing it. Infield is dropped back with 2 strikes. The 1-2 to the plate. Swung on, ground ball right side. That'll get a run in. Everett will throw to first. They get the out there, but a run across. And it's 6-5. Just an inside-out swing that time by Souza. Soft contact, but a run in. It is charged to Johnson. Third baseman Caden Cunningham. So now KU going to have to get a run. And the pitch to Cunningham. Chopper hit towards third. Johnson has it. Throw across in time, but another run in. 2 ground ball outs, but 2 runs across. And those walks come back to hurt KU. It is 7-5. Left fielder Caden Darcy. Safford did his job on back-to-back pitches. 2 ground ball outs, but enough to get the run in. And time is called at the plate. The pitch, a called strike. So KU going to need 2. And the pitch, down low. A ball and a strike. KU will have Kaufman, Safford, and Glidden up in the inning. As the pitch, breaking ball there for strike 2. 2 runs across here in the inning for Phoenix. 1-2. Swung on and fouled off. Runner at third base getting a huge start in Jennings. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Got it. The inning is over. But 2 across for Phoenix. 2 runs. No hits. No errors. 1 left. Last chance for KU. Can they rally? Trailing 7-5. Leading off the KU 8th, shortstop Tilden Kaufman. It'll be Tilden Kaufman, P.J. Safford, Ryan Glidden. As we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, KU chasing 2. And Darcy's pitch to Kaufman is a strike. Kaufman 1 for 3. He is walked. I should say he's been hit by a pitch. And the delivery to Kaufman, that's taken high. KU can get a base runner on. You got guys, Safford and Glidden, that can run a ball out of the ballpark. They don't seem to try to do that often, but they're guys who have the pop to be able to get it out over that left field wall. And the wind is blowing out to left field today. 1-1 to Kaufman. Swing and a miss. Pulled his head on a pitch on the outer third. A ball and 2 strikes the count as Darcy delivers. Misses low and away. KU got 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth to take a 5-4 lead. 1 in the 6th tied it. KU stranded the winning run in scoring position in the 7th. The pitch to Kaufman fouls it off. They had the winning run at second. Maruk Morris popped out to end that threat. 7-5 Phoenix. The pitch to Kaufman. That's low. No, they rung him up. Strike 3. Bottom of the zone, I guess. Darcy, the strikeout. Pitcher P.J. Safford. And so P.J. Safford will be the batter. Safford with an RBI single and a walk here this afternoon in Game 2. And the pitch to him. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit into right. So Safford with his second hit of the day. It'll bring up the tying run in the form of Ryan Glidden. And then the ball gets away. And Safford to second. As a throw coming in got away from the outfield. The batter, center fielder Ryan Glidden. So Safford the single. And then the throwing error coming in from the outfield by Calhoun. Ryan Glidden trying to come through. One out, one on, and the pitch, a swing and a miss. Glidden hit a ball into left center that was tracked down by Petroni his last time up. 1 home run on the season for Ryan Glidden. He's got the ability to tie it with 1 swing. And the pitch to the plate, Glidden takes on the outside corner, a called strike. It's 0-2. Reese Johnson is on deck. We're in the 8th. 7-5 the score. And the pitch, swing and a miss. And the last chance is Reese Johnson. The third baseman, Reese Johnson. And they're going to bring the entire infield in for a moment and decide what they want to do. Reese Johnson today is 0 for 1. Represents the tying run. Safford, the runner at second right now, doesn't mean much. Johnson, the one that does. And the pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss. Phoenix trying to take the season series from Klamath Union for the first time in 4 years. 0-1. Swing and a miss again. Darcy a strike away from coming away with a victory. He can smell it. Johnson just trying to put the ball in play. You never know at Kiger Stadium when the ball's on the ground. 0-2. Fouled off. Caden Darcy has not allowed a run since coming into the ball game, way back in the fourth. His best outing of the year. P.J. Safford at second with 2 away. And the delivery. Swing and a miss. Ball game's over. Phoenix comes back and rallies for a victory, and they win tonight by a score of 7-5. We'll go downstairs for the final totals. Final score in the ball game in 8 innings reads Phoenix 7, Klamath Union 5. For the Pirates, 7 runs, 9 hits. They commit no errors. For Klamath Union, 5 runs on 8 hits. They commit 2 errors. Winning pitcher in relief for Phoenix is Caden Darcy. He's now 1-1 on the year. The loss for KU, it goes to Reese Johnson. He falls to 1-2. No save in the contest. Time of the game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Be reminded, friends, KU back in action on Wednesday afternoon. A 5 o'clock start right here at Kiger Stadium against rival Mazama. We hope that you'll make it out to the ballpark for that one. On behalf of those of us associated with Klamath Union Athletics, I'm your stadium announcer, Mike Safford, saying have a great rest of your Monday night and go Pels. So that'll do it for our broadcast here tonight. As Phoenix gets a pair of ground ball outs to produce runs in the 8th. They knock off KU by a score of 7-5. We hope you enjoyed our special coverage of the Pels here today from historic Kiger Stadium. I'm Mike Safford saying have a great rest of your Monday. We'll see you next week, a week from today, from Stillwell Stadium, as Oregon Tech hosts the NAIA Softball National Championship opening round.